What's up to all my freelancers and creatives? This is Nathan with another episode of Freelance Jumpstart TV. And in this episode, we're going to talk about the importance of before and after. Lately, we've been talking about how to build a portfolio and how to write a case study. The exact steps of what you need to do, but also the reasons behind why doing so is important. The whole goal of having a portfolio or a case study is to move us closer to getting the type of clients that we want to work with. We need to create an environment and create a place on our websites or even on social media where people can go see the work that we're able to produce and also get an idea of the story behind how we work and why what we're doing brings value to a business. So we talked about, how to write a case study, and then we went on from there and mentioned how are you supposed to capture client testimonials. There's one part of a case study that is one of the most important, which is social proof and getting feedback from previous clients and let them testify to what you did and praise you for the work that you did. So moving on from getting client testimonials, there's a part of a case study or portfolio I thought was a no-brainer, but I have to say it because it's essential for everyone to have. What I'm alluding to is before and after pictures. If you're able to take or capture somehow visually the before and after state of a project you're about to work on, then your case study will be that much more powerful. Your portfolio will be that much more powerful because people can visually see the difference from where you started and where you ended. And if you can accurately communicate that, there will be a newfound appreciation for the type of work you produce. We've all seen this work before and we've seen this in action. We've seen a number of different makeover shows where they take someone and then they give them a new wardrobe, they dress them up in makeup, and they say this is the transformation. And when they compare the two, the juxtaposition is obvious and you can see the value and how much more the person improved. That's another reason why shows like Extreme Makeover, when it dealt with tearing down houses and rebuilding houses, and they show you once again the difference, a house that you started with and then the newly upgraded house that they did in about a week's time. So those shows got a lot of ratings because people want to see and they want to appreciate before and after. But as a creative, if you don't set the scene for someone, how can they have those same type of feelings of appreciation for you? This means that when a client comes to you and they want to work with you, you're gonna have to spend some time to capture the before. Take some time to write down what is the state of their business, how many visitors are they getting if you're into something like web design and conversions, or how many sales are they getting a month, or what is the people's perception of them on social media, how many social media followers do they have, or if you're a writer, look at their previous writing, see if the writing is getting any traction, because the whole goal is to collect data to build a story around the before. As you collect this information later on, when you're finished with your project and you're writing a portfolio or a case study, you can go back and say, okay, this was the before, but here's how I improved that. And because you made those notes, you can make sure to reference all the improvement that you made. I'm gonna show you a picture of a website that I designed in the past. So here it is on the screen. You should be looking at a website that I designed. It was for a nonprofit, it was for a church. And I didn't really get a lot of direction on what to do, so I just, freestyled and came up with what I thought was best. Now, in seeing that, some people see it and they like it and they appreciate it. Other people, they're indifferent. They have no real clue as to if it's important or not. But when I pair that up with what the website looked like before I got to it, it gives you a newfound appreciation, and you should be looking at that right now on the screen. And what I'm referring to is, there's a website on the left and it's kind of plain. It has, red and white, and it looks a little bit like a fancy Word document. They have some stock photos. It really looks like a template, and it looks like not much has been changed. But then you see to the right, the after, the website that I worked on, that has different colors, a lot of earth tones, and there's more engaging graphics. It just makes you want to look and learn more. And the reason that I put those two things on the screen is because I wanted to show a before and after. If you don't really show that in your portfolio, you're missing out on an opportunity for people to appreciate where you came from. You know, all creativity and all art it's a great thing to look at, and it can be interpreted different ways. However, you have to show people where you began. And once you do that, they can maybe follow your train of thought and see the fact that you do have skills to bring ideas to life. You do have skills to bring out an emotional response in people, or a positive response, or a sales response out of people with the work that you do. But if you don't have the before, you're missing out on that. This works for all types of creatives. It doesn't matter what field it's in. You definitely need to create a before and after. A great example of this is Terrance Tang. Terrance has his own, design studio, and he makes a lot of logos and things for print and things for t-shirts. But really, Terrance does a great job of capturing the entire process and showing you the before and after. And if you're looking right now on the screen, you can see that Terrance really starts with a blank canvas. He starts with a blank canvas, and he either draws whatever he wants to draw, or he illustrates it, or he even uses calligraphy. And you may see, more than one run. He gives it multiple tries. He makes sure the angles look right, the letters look right, and he draws things out on a piece of paper. And when he gets to a point to where he likes it, then he scans it digitally, right? Does some more work digitally, and finally gets to a point to where it is now a digital graphic or a digital logo. And then he uses that to place on t-shirts, stickers. It doesn't matter if it's on a spiral journal, different things like that. So the entire process, you get an idea of, wow, this is just not somebody playing around in a program using some default fonts. This is someone who is literally creating his own font, digitizing it, and then making it a reality and turning it into a t-shirt. So you really have to, as a creative, do something like Terrance is doing. You want that before, and then you want that after. And if people just only see the after, they're missing out on a big part of the story, which is you providing your skills and your value. Thank you for taking the time to check out this episode. I greatly appreciate it. If you're watching on YouTube and you liked anything that I said, give this show a thumbs up or leave a comment below. I'd love to talk with you. If you're listening on the podcast, give the show a review. I read all those reviews and use them to make the show better. Earlier in the episode, I referenced Terrance Tang. If you're looking for his work, you can go to Tin Loon Studio, and you can go to his website. The link is here below. You can go to his website, see what he has produced, and he also even has some products for sale that started as a blank canvas. He drew them out, and then he turned them into different types of products. So you can check out what he does, and he does a great job of chronicling his whole creative process, which can be captured in a before and after shot of the work that he produces. Well, thank you for checking out this episode again, and I will catch you in the next one. See ya.